Hey crew, just wanted to put together a quick video for you to let you know kind of what me and Chris have worked out for the screen printing schedule for these printable shirts. I figured a video would just be an easy way for me to get the point across. I won't try to keep you too long. Um, I think we got to do this thing in shifts because if we don't, it's going to kill me and Chris. So we need basically at least two people here, if not three. Three would be ideal. That way we can have somebody loading shirts, somebody pulling shirts off, and somebody getting shirts out, unboxing them, and keeping them organized. And also somebody to put ink up on the screens too, because it's 3 colors on the front and 2 colors on the back. So kind of what I'm thinking based off of what everybody's schedules are right now that they already have in place, and just what's realistic. What we're thinking is, and this would probably start Monday. The shirts were ordered today, and they'll be here soon. But what we're kind of thinking is this will probably start on Monday. Me and Chris may print some Thursday and Friday just to get going and kind of get a system going. And then Monday is when this would start. Parker and Garrett, I think you guys are going to come in tomorrow and work some, and that's fine. I've got some things I can keep you busy the next few afternoons, and we'll be getting ready and gearing up. And when these shirts come in, they've all got to be organized and opened up. I mean, it's going to be like over 100 boxes of shirts, so it's going to be nuts around here. So y'all can still start coming tomorrow around lunchtime. But as far as Monday, that's when we should be into printing, starting. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do 1,000 shirts a day is going to be our quota. The reason for that, I know that sounds like a big number, but the reason for that is 7,500 shirts front and back. So even if we do 1,000 a day, you're talking 8 days. You're talking a week and a half if we don't work weekends. So it would take us probably over 3 weeks if we run into any trouble. It's going to take us over 3 weeks to deliver these, and I just think that's for something that's they're getting these shirts because of the current situation in the world right now. So we need to try to get them to them as quick as possible. And I know we can't do it in a week, but I think maybe 2 weeks. And if we print the fronts, we can start printing the backs, and we can start delivering them as we get them finished. So that's part of the plan too, is that we can deliver them to them in units, kind of make a few deliveries. We can't take them all over at one time either way. So we make a few deliveries, get them out there, and I think that'll make them happy. And then maybe over the course of 3 weeks, we'll have them all done and delivered. So what we're thinking is 9 to 12 would be me and Chris doing the first shift. Chris print for an hour. We think we can do 100 shirts an hour is what we're basing it off of. So Chris print an hour, I print an hour, then Chris prints an hour. Then 12 to 4, Parker and Garrett can get here. If you guys will go ahead and grab lunch when you leave from Zach's, grab you something to eat, be here a little bit before 12, and be ready to start loading shirts. And of course, we're going to show you guys, I know you don't usually load shirts, but we're going to show you the ins and outs of that. It's very simple. You'll be a master at it by the time we get done with this job, that's for sure. So you'll get faster and faster at it too after you load a few hundred, after you do it a few times. So it's not a big deal. But I think Parker and Garrett plan on working from 12 to 4. That way me and Chris will still be here. One of us will be back there with you, but we can get a break from loading shirts. Loading shirts is the hard part, so that's the part we got to take turns on. So maybe Parker do 100, then Garrett do 100, then Parker do 100, then Garrett do 100. And me and Mr. Chris, one of us will be back there with you. So that gives you guys 4 hours each of working every day and printing a couple hundred shirts. Not too bad. Then at 4, it'll be me and Seraphim to finish out whatever you guys didn't get done or to try to get us ahead. So if y'all have printed 900 or 1,000 already, we'll print and try to get us ahead, of course, for a couple hours. But say if something went bad or it didn't go smooth, y'all printed 600, me and Seraphim will still try to stay and print those 400 so that when we start the next day, we're not behind. If we get a little bit behind every day, it's going to push us back. We're talking days and days again. So I think this is a schedule that we can stick with without it killing all of us. I think we can work Monday through Friday. I will be here pretty much most of the day, probably from 9 or 10 until 7, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. Chris will be here 9 to his usual time, 4:30. Parker and Garrett will be here 12 to 4, and Seraphim will be here from 4 to whenever we finish up. If you guys have any, I want you to confirm that you've watched this video for me. Just let me know you received it. If that sounds good, if you can do that every day, Monday through Friday, we're not planning on working weekends right now. So Monday through Friday, if that's a doable schedule for you, just confirm with me, let me know, and we will start this coming Monday, okay? And that's the plan. If you have any questions, let me know, or any issues with that, so that we can schedule accordingly, because it's not like what we usually do. I mean, this has got to be scheduled to a T, and we've got to keep that machine running from 9 in the morning till 6 or 7 at night every night for about 2 weeks, probably 2.5 weeks. So anyways, this is a blessing, though. This is amazing, and I'll be glad to have the band back together and have everybody down here, and we will not really be following as much protocol with the social distancing stuff, but of course we'll be being safe. I'll have stuff down here for you guys, whatever you need. To my knowledge, me or anybody that's here in the building have not been around anyone who's sick or tested positive, and we've all just been around the same people every day. So I really think that we're okay there, but we'll do whatever you guys are comfortable with. So anyways, we'll see you all Monday, hopefully, starting Monday, and we'll be all set by then and running, and we'll have it on the press. And yeah, so just email me or text me or call me to confirm or work chat me. And I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on Monday, hopefully. Thanks.